guys, what's up? So I had my pre-op appointment yesterday, so I kind of just wanted to do a little bit of an update to tell you a little bit more detail about the surgery and how it went. So upon first thing entering the room, the doctor was just like, pretty straightforward, like, this is how it's gonna go. You're gonna be feeling good, and she's like, you're gonna be feeling good, and that was basically a lot of what she was emphasizing. And so I kind of took that in my head. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be feeling good, sweet, so I can start exercising pretty soon after, right? And no, she was pretty adamant about me taking the full 6 weeks off of CrossFit, and she said that sometimes it's even 8 weeks, extended to 8 weeks, but she said since I'm like young and healthy that that probably won't be the case. But since, I mean, this is like a minimally invasive surgery, but she said that my body doesn't know any different than if I had like the major surgery, so that like although I'm feeling good, my body is still needing rest and repair. And she said that most patients complain of feeling tired, and she said that I should make sure to rest and sleep. If I want to sleep, then I should just do that. And so I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, so she said for the surgery that, I mean, the usual, don't eat or drink anything after midnight. And she said especially for this surgery, because when they operate on you, they tilt you down so that like your head is slightly tilted. She says that she does this so that your organs kind of go up a little bit, so that she can detach your uterus from your bladder and things like that. And she said that's something a lot of people don't know, is that your uterus is attached to your bladder. Anyways, don't eat or drink anything after midnight because it could cause like some reflux, and that's not good. As far as things with your bladder, she says that before she closes you up, she makes sure that your bladder is still working properly. So I think she like fills it and then makes sure it empties properly. So just to make sure there's no damage to the bladder in the process of detaching your uterus. So that's cool. I don't want to deal with urinary incontinence, which is a complication risk. So she did go over a few complication risks, which are like stroke and the usual, but they do put those leg thingies on you to make sure you don't have a stroke during surgery. They do put a catheter in you in surgery, but they remove it before you even wake up. So basically I probably won't even know about it. Surgery is an hour and a half long, and I get to go home the same day. So that's pretty awesome. I talked to her a little bit how I felt a little bit tired towards the end of the week before I take my shot. And I asked her if that would be any different, or if I just have more like a level energy level. And she said that I'd probably still feel the same tiredness towards the end of the week. That's not going to change, because that's like the testosterone kind of like leaving your system. But she did say that emotionally I'll be more level. So I talked to her a little bit how there's some weeks where I just feel almost like I'm PMSing. And she did say that although you weren't having a period, that your body can still cycle. So like you can basically PMS still, because your ovaries send a message to your brain. Like even though you are very testosterone dominant, your ovaries are still sending that message to your brain to like be in a cycle. So yeah, I thought it was crazy, because I didn't, like, I know when my last cycle was. Like, I can't, I'm not gonna forget that. And so it was almost like every month around that time I'd feel PMS-y. So I'm glad to know I'm not crazy, that it is possible to still PMS, even though you don't have an actual time of the month. But she said that would be no longer, that'll stop. Emotionally, I'm gonna be a lot more, you know, even keel, so that's good to know. She said that I'd have 4 incisions. One's gonna be in my belly button, and the other 2 are gonna be outside my belly button. And then she said that like if you have a hairy belly, that she's gonna shave it, or I could shave it myself if I'd prefer to not have someone else shave my belly. which, you know what, I'm probably not gonna shave my belly because I just want to know if I'm hairy enough to where it has to be shaven. I don't have a lot of belly hair, so if I wake up with a shaved stomach, you know what, I might actually feel good about myself. She did also order some labs for me to do before surgery, so that was like a complete blood panel. That all came out normal, so I'm good to go there. Everything's all set. Like, the hospitals called me to ask me all sorts of questions, and I thought it was pretty funny because most of the people having a hysterectomy are like really just way older, and they have to treat everyone the same, so they had to ask me the same exact questions they're gonna ask like a 70-year-old woman. So one of the questions, I was trying not to laugh because the girl was just like, have you fallen within the past 6 weeks? And I was just like, probably, but I definitely got back up. I don't know, it's not that funny, but I find it humorous that it doesn't matter what your age or who you are, they are going to treat you just like any other patient going through the same procedure. Yeah, she did say that to expect to have to pee in a cup for a pregnancy test pre-surgery, which I don't know how I'm gonna do if I'm not allowed to drink anything for that long and they want me to pee in a cup for a pregnancy test. Although there's absolutely no possibility of that being a thing. She said that they have to treat everyone the same and not to be offended. And okay, so I'm gonna not be offended, but I don't know if I can pee in a cup after not drinking anything for hours. So yeah, I've kind of been dreading this surgery, or at least the surgery recovery, but the more that it approaches, the more that I'm thinking about the real meaning behind it and the fresh start and the rebirth of what this is for me. And yeah, I've just been thinking a lot about my past and how traumatic puberty actually was for me. And this is just I think this is like going to be a good source of closure for me and like a cleanse to kind of move on from my past a little bit. I mean, obviously it's not something I can forget, but I feel like it's that last thing where I'm like, taking back my life, taking a step forward, and I feel really at peace about it, and I can't wait to be finished with this. I just feel like it's gonna be like a breath of fresh air, and just I feel good about it. So I'm stoked, and I can't wait to get this over with. I can't wait for 6 weeks to be over so I can get back to activities. And I am hoping that I'm going to feel as good as she says I'm going to feel, and I don't have any complications, and it'll be easy. And yeah, so that's it. I guess I will probably not see you guys until after my surgery. So wish me luck, and I will see you then. Peace out.